it is.
Yeah.
I even know this.
It's your job to know this. Everybody put your hands together for Scotty.
So everybody was talking a lot about those the celebrity nude leaks going on and stuff. I was kind of pumped about them, honestly, because all the dudes that they were showing in those random pictures, they were, most of them except for, Verlander, Justin Verlander, he's not that good looking, but most of them were pretty average looking. It just gave me a lot of hope. Not that I'm ever going to meet any of them, but it was pretty nice. Anyway, so there's a lot of ladies in the house this evening, I see. Yeah, ladies. So I want to ask you something. When you guys take a shower, what is the deal with that swirly pile of hair that you leave on the fucking shower wall? Because every time I go to get in the shower, it's like some really hairy poltergeist is leaving me foreboding messages like, ooh, 30 people died using Dove hair care products. It's time for a change. Ooh, and I'm just like, why wouldn't you just throw it in the trash can? It's right next to the shower. Anyway, so you guys believe in ghosts? A lot of people believe in ghosts here? Yeah, well, you should, because they're real. They are very real. The ghost of my great-grandfather actually came and visited me the other night. He just kind of swoops in and appears out of nowhere. The specter is just in front of me, and he starts telling me this story about his gravesite. And I just had to stop him, though, because the plot had a hole in it. But, honestly, that's the problem with coffins, though, really, is that once you're in them, it's just impossible to think outside the box. But you guys like terrible puns, too. So, kids, I have a 5-month-old daughter, and I'm just now realizing how easy kids have it, and it's pretty ridiculous. I'm just now actually coming to terms with the fact that pacifiers and bottles are just fake rubber nipples. My mind was blown when I finally made this connection, and it's bullshit though, because she gets to wander around the mall and shit, like just sucking the hell out of these things and eating from her titty cup. But as soon as I want to go buy a rubber vagina, I get looked at like I have the fucking blade. Bullshit. Kids have it just way too easy. For example, I was in Chuck E. Cheese a couple weeks ago, and apparently that's not a really cool place for grown men to go, without children anyway. I mean, you walk in and you're there, all the parents just immediately turn into, that really stuck-up bitch at the party that won't talk to anybody because they just assume that everybody's there to try and get in their pants. And I'm just like, get over yourself, because your kids aren't that fucking hot. But anyway, so I'm in Chuck E. Cheese though, and I walk in and there's this kid sitting there, and he's brought in his tablet, like his iPad or something. I really don't know, but he's got a tablet, and he's sitting there playing Minecraft in Chuck E. Cheese, and I just immediately wanted to take this little bastard and drown him in the soda fountain, because are you seriously telling me that your life is that good, that you're 8 years old and bored at Chuck E. Cheese? It was awful. I mean, when I was this kid's age, I would have volunteered to be a coke mule for a Colombian drug lord, waddling across customs with pounds of fucking blow in my diaper, just to hear an animatronic band sing some song about a bear catching a trout and relating it to how you should share with your friends. I would have sold my family. I would have sold my family into sex slavery for 20 tokens and just a shot at winning one of those plastic paratroopers. And this kid's sitting here rubbing it in my fucking face, mocking me that he's happy, like bored at Chuck E. Cheese. I really wanted to tell him, dude, if you're 8 and you can't have fun here, I really hope he went home and just killed himself. Because it's all downhill from there. If you can't have fun at Chuck E. Cheese, it is just all downhill from there. Good Lord. So, that joke went a lot quicker than I expected. So continue on with some other random material. I've been gaining weight recently. It really sucks. But I gained all the baby weight, and it's to the point now though where it's really affecting my self-esteem. I'm having to take myself out on dates and sweet talk myself just to jerk off. And it's awful. And the worst part about it is though, I'm a really cheap date. So it just turns into this perpetual cycle of sadness where I'm like, dude, just fuck with it a little bit, could you? You know, and all right, maybe if you take me to Arby's, I might put out a little bit. You know, I go and I get some curly fries and come back and do what I gotta do, and then it just ends up continuing to get worse though, because I realized I didn't even clean the fry grease off of my hands before I finished. I'm just a disgusting human being, and yeah. So I saw this picture on the internet the other day. Someone posted this picture trying to be real, what's the word? Inspirational. They're trying to be real inspirational. And it's this picture that says, today you will make a choice. And I'm just like, no shit, you know? You're kidding me. Like, I'm just thinking, I'm gonna make my own line of posters along this same brand of poster, and I'm just gonna say, in the morning when you wake up, you may have breakfast. When you have a bowel movement, it may hurt. It could rain today. Dress accordingly. And, you know, honestly, this is the type of stuff that's inspired people, though. I can't wait until they discover space or atoms or the fact that we exist. Just because if making a choice blows their mind, they're probably going to have an aneurysm when they realize just living is crazy. Anyway, so over the summer, I had some ants get into my house. We had a pretty bad ant problem that happened, and it wasn't like tiny little sugar ants or anything. It was these real big, huge black ants that like just fucking looked bigger than my dog. And they were coming in through the windows though, but they weren't just like coming in through cracks in the window. They were just straight lifting the window up, like doing squats. You know, coming in. Yeah, you like that? Yeah. Where's your girlfriend at? I wanted to see it. I saw you struggling with this the other day. So they're coming in through the window though, and it started to become a problem. I kept finding open jars of food that I couldn't get open, and they were just eating it and leaving it out to mock me. And it's awful. So we decided to put out these ant traps, and it got real depressing watching these ants go up these traps though. It was like all these ants coming out, and they're just bringing their friends and family along to the death buffet. And, you know, like they're running into each other. Hey, Bill, how's it going? How are you and the kids? No, me and Donna, we're just great. We're just happy to have a night out. You know, we're just real happy to come out and enjoy ourselves. And then they just go and eat until they die. And it's got real depressing watching them. Like it's this pile of dead bodybuilders hanging out on my counter, and it was just awful. But you know, just like that though, like they're dead pretty quick. And so I just I went around and did the only thing that was the humane thing, and I put little white Nikes on each of their feet so they could catch their comet home. Thank you, I'm Scotty.